Hello everyone. This is Vic Camp here, and today's date is July 31st, 2017. And I got a new camera here. In the past, when I did some YouTube videos, I got a little bit of feedback where everyone said, hey, why don't you go and get yourself a better camera and see if you can get clear videos of your games. So here I am. I'm descending down from the family room level into the basement room here, where I house I would say 25 plus wedge heads. So just going to take I don't have any of the neon signs on because the last video I took, it seemed that a lot of the neon signs would reflect into the games, and I just wanted to do this video here as a sample, but hopefully it'll come out pretty good. I'm going to try to go through my collection here a little more quickly than I would once I find out how this camera is. Then I will do some videos of the camera, I mean of the collection more seriously. So over here we have a section of 4 wedge heads, 1961 Showboat, 1963 Sweethearts, 1965 Buckaroo, and 65 Central Park. I'll try to get a little detail on these games. I have the spotlights on. I have these set of 8 floodlights and a big bright white light. I'm trying to get some more lighting in here. Maybe you'll see a shadow or so, but this Central Park here is in astronomical condition. It's hard to find these, what they call the mid-60s classic animation Gottlieb wedge heads. They have the animation in the back of the head. As you can see here, it's the monkey ringing the bell every 100 points. As we move down to the other game here, Buckaroo, which is a mid-60s classic animated Gottlieb wedge head, you have the Buckaroo where I guess the blacksmith is getting kicked by the horse as he's trying to put a horseshoe on or something, or maybe it's just something that's supposed to be comedic. Anyway, you get the idea. Here's another one here, one of my favorite. I'm seeing the light there, and I'm going to have to try to get out of that light. Yeah. So this one here has the cards in the back, where the cards drop down in the back of the head as you make them on the play field. I'm going to just shut this light here. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe it's just going to be in that one there. It was. So Bankable is another 1965 Gottlieb wedge head classic animated game where, as you can see here, the balls in the back of the head drop down when the player here on the play field rolls through one of these rollovers or hits one of these targets, etc. The ball in the back of the head will drop down the pool ball. Pretty neat animation. Love this game, Bankable. 65. Also 1965 is another mid-60s classic animated wedge head, and it's called Crosstown. Here it is, and the subway doors are partially open because it's a little humid down here today. I don't have the air running. I wanted to keep it nice and quiet for the video. Crosstown is in really nice shape too, a lot of the games. Hopefully you can really see clear detailed pictures now of the games. So as we continue down this row here, after Crosstown is Domino, 1968, 68 spin a card, 69 target pool, 68 Mibs, 69 Mibs, I'm not sure, 1970s flip a card, and 70 Aquarius. And then we kind of get out of the chronological order a little bit, even though it is pretty much in chronological order. We get over to the 63 or 64 maybe, North Star, which is one hell of a player. Actually, I just had a pretty good game on it before I started filming. I wanted to light up all the machines and have them lit for the video, and you can see I just missed from getting all the rollovers out. I left one lit over here, and this yellow one I'm going to zoom into. That one was, remainder was lit. I got all the other ones out. The 5 on top, 4 green here. I mean, it was a pretty fun game. I did manage to win 6 replays. At the Star Special was my favorite little spot there. As you can see, this game, this play field's in really nice shape. Really nice shape. So as we go down here, we got another one out of the chronological order, 67 Gottlieb sing-along, which I can't emphasize the point enough on this game. This game for a 1967 sing-along with the light colors and the blues and the... It's just in astronomical condition, original condition. Play feels really, really nice too. Try to get out of the shadow and some light. As you can see here, very faint wear on them, holes if any. Very nice game here. So we got a row of 3, 6, 9 here going down all together. All original legs, all original doors, all original games. There's just two games that are painted down here, and 2 games with a reproduction backlash, but everything else is pretty much all original. Here's that 4-pack of wedge heads that I first talked about. And as you can see, the bank of ball and the king of diamond are in the center. Along with the jacks open and bank of ball, which are in the center of the room, which make nice because having them in the center, I have a path for people to pass through on, which is good. You can just walk right down this path here. And the nice thing about having them back to back is that you get to see the cabinets. It's just so much better when the cabinets are showing versus when they're stacked together. Yeah, these cabinets are unbelievable. These games here, most of the games are pretty low played games. As you can see, when they're packed together like this, you really can't see the cabinets unless you kind of squeak in like that. Or kind of squeak in like that. You can see a little bit of them, but it's so nice when they're exposed, as you can see here. But you do what you can do when you have so much space like myself here. This space is not that big for those interested in the size of this basement here, housing these wedge heads, the size is 19 feet wide by 28 long, maybe 29. But here's the other bunch of wedge heads I have here on this wall. I guess there's 2, 4, 6, 8 here. So there's a 4-pack in the center of the room, a 4-pack of wedge heads on one side of the wall there. And there's an 8-pack here, and I got a 9-pack of wedge heads behind me. So this is the 8-pack. I'll try to get in here and get them all in. There they are. Drop a card. They're somewhat in chronological order there. Drop a card 71 and high hand 73, and we got 74 Atlantis 1974, and Eldorado. It's a nice Eldorado here, 1975, real nice, along with the high hand and Atlantis. These games, like I said, we're going to try to get some detail for you here, and you can really appreciate how nice they are, and they're original. There are some imperfections on them because they are original games. So what I mean by original is they're haven't been painted, the cabinets or play fields touched up and clear coated or reproduction back glasses. No, these games are just the way I found them, but I cleaned them up, put about 100 hours in them to make them play good and look good. So again, volley is 1976 also. This game's immaculate. Really nice play field. But I'm just going to see, going to go a little quickly here and then come back and do much better detailed pictures. Hopefully this camera is a lot better than the other one I had. We're going to find out soon enough because we're doing this little video here of the basement wedge head collection. So we have Big Hit here, and this one here is a 1977. So it's in chronological order right here. These games are in chronological order. And we got the nice centigrade here too, 77. And then we're a little out of order here with the 2001. I think it's a 1970. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's close to that. But that's the only game that's kind of out of chronological order here on this 8-pack of wedge heads. There they are, the 8-pack on this wall. We're just going to review. Here's the 9-pack right here. And we got the 4-pack in the center. Jacks open, bank of ball. Short shot and king of diamond. And we're going to walk through the center aisle this time. And as you see, these cabinets are just astronomical. The edges are so sharp. They're so clean. It's just it's really, really one-of-a-kind condition games here. Original condition. Here's that 4-pack here. Again. So it starts here with the 1961. And we go around. And you can see, basically, I'll try to go a little slow. I know I'm moving fast. So I'm anxious to see if this is going to be a lot clearer than the other ones. So this is the back half of the basement here. And like I said, this is the 9-pack going down this way. Try to go a little slower. I do have a tripod, and I'm going to try to get some more lighting and try different types of lighting. We'll see how this pans out here. And just going to walk down this little slim aisle here. You really have to be thin like myself to get by here. It is a means to get by though. And as you can see, once you get by here, you can swing around the other half of the room. And there's the steps going upstairs to the family room level, where I have more machines. Now, this jukebox has been with me for a long time. I did want to film this and see how nice this comes out with the new camera, so I did a full restoration on this with the help of Bill Wunderlich, which was an older gentleman. I guess this thing is over 20 years restored, maybe more. And Bill Wunderlich was an older gentleman back then, maybe in his 70s, and who knows, maybe even older. But he came to my home, and this jukebox, he worked with me on it for about 14 hours. I did a lot of the preliminary work where I took the amplifier out and rebuilt it with new caps and things of that nature, and I did the selector section on here. And I mean, I bought parts because when I found this jukebox, it was in really poor condition, but it came out really well, and it's all original still. Bought original parts off Bill Butterfield in California, and you can actually play a song. Hold on a second, let's see. It has this little barrel that moves so you can select your records. I'm going to play just any song. I'm just going to pick any record. You can see the mechanism searching for the record. There's 100 records in there, and it does play 200 plays because it plays the front and the back. And like I said, this is a really nice juke. It's probably one of the most collectible Seeburg models there is. 1955. It's got great sound. I don't have I do have 50 songs in there, 1950 records, but not that many. And you know, this box is from 1955, so I had to keep a couple of the records that were actually hits. So again, once again, we're going to just scan around, and then we're going to show you. So here you have it, a little around the room type of video I'm going to walk over to this bankable, being that it's right here in front of me, and I'm going to get down a little bit and let you see how that center aisle looks from a lower view. It's a little glary, I think I can see here in the camera, so I'll spin it this way and see how it looks on the King of Diamond way. Yeah, still a little glary back there, but alright, so there we have it. I guess we got 4 and 4 is 8, and 8 is 16, and 9 is 25 wedge heads total in the basement here. Jukebox, and little bar area. Actually, I cut that bar in half. It used to stick out all the way, as you can see. Maybe if I get closer you can understand what I'm trying to tell you here. So this bar actually used to come out to where the top of this edging awning type of thing is. Decorative kind of used to come out pretty far, so I have it pushed back against the wall to give it more room. I don't know if you can see the hooks back there. I got big 6-inch eye hooks that I hook onto the wall, so it doesn't, if I want to move it out again, I can move it out and go behind it. So let's see how nice the Silver Ball Museum hats pick up here with the new camera. And there you have it. The Silver Ball Museum, Asbury Park, and Delray, Florida. Two of the best pinball places on the planet, along with a lot of others too in other states, but since it's something I frequent here in New Jersey and in Florida, the Delray Silver Ball Museum, we'll give a little tidbit to them. Here we go. Here's another hat I got from down there. That's probably one of the, that's a Delray one. Yeah, I think my buddy Wayne gave me that hat, maybe. But, alright, I think this is good. I'm going to sit back here, and I'm just going to kind of turn this recording off and see how it comes out. Hopefully I won't have to return this camera. Till next time.